Well, Kaushik, Manish, Arti, all good friends of mine. By all means, I'm now expert on this topic, but I want to applaud what Art and Beat is doing. By the way, I'm associated with Art and Beat through other means. As Kaushik and Pramela know, I'm myself a musician. I'm a percussionist, so I have attended and I have performed in many of their events. So I know they are really passionate and really good people. So when Manish told me, can you come here tomorrow, I said, why not? It's like for the community and everything. So as I said, I'm no like an expert, but I'm gonna share like a couple of tidbits, because as she started talking about de-stressing your life, right? And many a times what happens that if you don't find your sense of purpose in your life, right? That is when we start seeing all these students getting influenced by a lot of circumstantial things that kind of start happening to them, and they start responding back to them, right? So the way I try to take a look at it, right? I have like two kids, 14 and 12. I was just talking to Joyce right before that. She has probably of the same age kids. So as a kid, I know how stressful their day-to-day life is, right? So on and about their studies, right? They are almost busy each and every day. So they may have singing class to attend to, piano lesson to attend to, language comprehension, or maybe soccer practice, baseball practice. Their week is consumed every single day, right? And then when we, as a parent, right, when we don't start to see they producing good results, we, coming from Indian background, right, there are only three choices, right? Ajay, if you, and all of us are probably are Indians. As kids, we growing up, we were only given three choices. You become either engineer, you either become doctor, or you are a failure. Those are the three choices that are given to us. So as an Indian parent, we try to start imbibing the same values, the same expectations on these kids, not knowing that there is bigger and better world outside the engineering degree, college degree, and scientist degree and whatnot, right? So I think as a parent, I have learned to expand my own horizons, my own expectations towards the kids. So I definitely do not want them to become scientist, engineer. If they are good at something, I want to encourage them that you can become anybody that you want, right? So that was my first point, right? Second point that I try to bring in when I'm trying to talk to my kids, myself, right? When you take a look at the big picture view, right? Chances of we getting born as human beings is 1 trillion to 1. And that's amazing statistics, right? And then somehow when our parents got together, one fine day, everything got gelled together, and then we were born, right? So that is amazing statistics. So when we start to get deviated by all these circumstantial things, right? I try to come back, right back at this lottery of our life, right? We have won the lottery of our life being just by being born as human. And it's really up to us how we can transcend beyond all these barriers, all these things, all this noise that is that sometimes keeps happening around us, right? So that is the second thought that I would like to kind of offer here, that we can be bigger than this, we can be better than this, and it takes a lot of courage to prove other people wrong, especially when the world is going to judge you no matter what, whether you do certain things or whether you do not do certain things. People are going to judge you, so it is up to you to kind of take that path and move forward. So that was my second point. And my third point is about, I would say, and then I'll end up with this, is basically finding true sense of purpose in your life, right? Now at age 45, I think that is where I went through a lot of thick and thin. I was in corporate America, Ajay can relate to that, and maybe many other professionals can relate to that. I had a great job, great salary, and I got cushioned in. I was bubble wrapped, and I thought I had everything at my fingertips. And then I simply did not care what was happening around me. And then always 2 pages of resume had served me great. I kind of relied on that all my life. One fine day my job got impacted. My boss comes to my office, says that, hey Mac, there's this reorg going on for the last 2-3 years. You have held up well, I have held up well. But today is my duty to tell you that today is your last day, you know. And I said, fine, no big deal, right? I'll find my job in no time. But little did I realize that world had moved so further away from when I got into corporate America about 20 years back or so. And it was a wake-up call. It was an epiphany for me in many ways. And then that is when I said to me that the last thing I want in my life is regrets. When I become 70, 80, 90-year-old, when I look back, I don't want to have my older self cursing my younger self, saying that, hey man, life gave you opportunity and you didn't act on that. So I think that is the thought that I would like to imbibe when I see all these kids kind of getting deviated from where they should be going. So long story short, I went back to the drawing board. I completely rebranded myself in terms of being a corporate guy to being somebody who can turn around his life. And then my friends started asking me, how did you really turn your life around? So in my personal journey, right, in the last 2.5 years, I've been fortunate enough to either author or co-author 3 best-selling books on Amazon. The first one was co-written with Brian Tracy, who is considered as one of the world's foremost thought leaders on sales and marketing, personal excellence. So that first book was Ignite Your Life. That gave me a huge dose of confidence to write my own book. So I ended up writing basically the thing that I need to become social media expert. So that book, that became a bestseller. It is called How to Kickstart Your Digital Marketing. And then just about a month back, right now, there is a big wind of entrepreneurship floating around all across the world. And as a result, business coaching has exploded like anything. And I got a chance to co-write a book with Vicky Winterton, who is like a international bestseller. So that book, Coach Excellence, became an international bestseller. So again, writing a book has given me great platform to express myself. So that is the message that I would like to talk to these kids or their parents, that if your kids they are passionate about crafts, or they may be passionate about fashion, right? Give them enough space to grow, ask them to start a blog, become a YouTuber, become like a great Instagrammer or whatnot, and they will excel. They will struggle to begin with, but they will eventually excel. All you need to do is have some patience and give them some direction, and then you will see them flourish. So thank you so much, Rumela, Kaushik, Art and Beat, for giving me this platform, giving me this opportunity. I hope I added some value here. Thank you so much.